7 to 9 p.m. We have our songwriter night right across the street at Yonder.
Woo-hoo.
I will be there with Nora Jean and Isabel Valls. So,
great show.
No cover. Come join us. Have a good time. We'd love to see you there. And we would love for you to stay around for the next hour because do we have a treat for you? William Nesmith here live in the studio. William, great to see you. You got here early, which we appreciate. So there must have been parking somewhere. Some nights here in Hillsborough ain't no parking, but
it worked out pretty good today, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Amazing. And I mean, you have to be prepared because you never know what 40's going to do. Well, you know what 40's going to do.
Yeah. At this point,
you got a baseline that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, just hunker down, get your drinks, and don't leave your chairs. And William would like to just kick it off with a song, as you know. So whatever you'd like to play, we'd love to hear.
Awesome. Well, this first one is a true story and a cautionary tale. So listen wisely. Saw a play at a brewery, and it really blew my mind. I had a tab, but they covered it, 'cause I play there all the time. Said goodnight, didn't know I left an important thing behind. I left my debit card at the bar. 30 miles down the highway, jamming tunes and feeling fine. I rolled up to the cookout in a long, slow-moving line. Still I waited and ordered. How could I have been so blind? I left my debit card at the bar. Reached for my wallet, but there was nothing there. Hand down my pocket, all I felt was air. I really had no cash. So I rolled my window up, put my head down, and I hauled ass. Skr, skr, skr. Made it home, crawled into bed, threw the covers on my face. Lying there with my shattered pride and a stomach full of rage. Tried my best just to let it go, but I could not turn the page. Nope. My debit card at the bar. La 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 la. Stupid, stupid, stupid. La 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 la. La 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 la. I had my mouth all ready for that cookout milkshake. Oh well. Hungry and lying, wide awake at night. I then decided I had to make this right. Threw on my jacket, I threw away my frown. I found a 20 on the table and I'm McDonald's bound. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Now I'm munching on a Big Mac and I'm watching Family Guy. Still annoyed about my debit card, but at least I've got some fries. Gonna take a little road trip tomorrow and laugh about the time I left my debit card at the bar. Yes, I did now. I left my debit card at the bar, right behind the counter. I left my debit card at the bar.
William Nesmith, live here in the studio with a tragedy.
That was so sad. I've got a tear. Let me wipe that off.
My favorite part of that song was the sound of you hurrying home. Was that the sound that your tires were making?
Skrr, skrr.
Yes.
The disappointment in being, finally making it through a seemingly never-ending line at the cookout. And, usually by the time you get up to make your order,
you're barricaded in. You can't just like go over the hump or anything. So you have to wait there while other people pay and get their food to get up to the window to just floor it.
I gotta go soon.
So I always wondered why they make you pay first, but now I understand because it's too tempting otherwise.
Take the food and go. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Personally, I think you dodged a bullet. I don't eat at Cookout, so I think you did
Careful,
better.
Kim Lane. They
Not-
may be a future sponsor.
Not that McDonald's. I mean, McDonald's is a slight step up. So good job.
William, you're a really fine keyboard player, and was that your first instrument?
Yes.
And when did you take up piano?
Oh man, little thing. I remember getting a Yamaha keyboard for Christmas. It had the 100 sounds and the 100 voices
Oh,
and
yeah.
things. And Mom and Dad were like, you know what? I think he might really be into this. So they got me into piano lessons, maybe between kindergarten and first grade.
Awesome. Wow.
My parents bought both of my kids a similar thing that was not 88 keys, but like a 30 key with all the 100 sounds in it. And I'm pretty sure my parents bought that for my kids to punish me.
Well, I mean, it's not quite as intimidating as like a drum set, right?
Fair point.
Or do they make like kids trumpets or kids
I
violins?
hope not.
They do. Yeah, they do. They make plastic trumpets.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Was I going to say something now?
Well, I think we will. Everybody, we will.
We've been having
Next
a little
week-
bit too much fun in the
We
studio.
will next
today.
week take up a collection to get Bob one of those Yamaha keyboards. He obviously his life was sort of devastated, but we can bring that back to you, Bob.
Speaking of which, if anybody wants an original issue Yamaha Clavinova, full 88 keys, I have one at my house, and you can have it.
Cool. William, can you
William,
save us with another
yes,
song
please.
Oh, absolutely.
from the Clavinova?
So I'm really into prompt writing. I'm a member of several like Facebook, songwriting challenge groups, and I'm not sure exactly what the prompt was, but I know that this was inspired by maybe one or two prompts sort of coming together. I remember one of the rules was like the title must include a color, and so this is brown, green, or blue. Are they brown? Are they green? Are they blue? Will I be stunned by the wonderful hue? Oh, how I like to fantasize my future lover's eyes. Are they brown? Are they green? Are they blue? Are they brunette, scarlet? Are they blonde? For jet black curls, I would surely be fond. I'd run my fingers through with care my future lover's hair. Are they brunette, scarlet? Are they blonde? Will I know in a kiss, or a laugh, or a glance? Will it be a hello? Will I know from a dance? When will my heart receive the cue? I've fallen in love with you. Will it be in a kiss, or a laugh? Brunette, a scarlet? Are they brown? Are they green? Are they blue?
Yay. That reminds me of my very first girlfriend in high school, who, after we were going together for a little while, and I told her that I liked her a lot, she put her hands over her eyes. She said, "Oh, yeah, well, what color are my eyes?"
Pop quiz.
I didn't know there was... that's just not fair. Which is
Especially
exactly...
because she had two different color eyes. It was a trick question.
Trick question. No, actually, I went and launched into this whole tirade how that was not fair, and I said some other things to intentionally anger her so that she took her hands away from her eyes. And then I could tell her what color her eyes were. But anyway, you opened that song by talking about songwriter prompts.
Yes.
What does that do for you?
Oh, man, it's everything. It's the best co-writer that you never have to pay for.
Really?
And it really just gets you out of your head. I mean, I think a lot of times, I don't know. I like to believe that I lead an interesting life, but, just things that might happen in ordinary life might inspire a song. But it's just fun to get that extra boost of inspiration. Now, suddenly, here's this quote. Suddenly, here's this group of words. Try to put something together. And it just kind of gets you out of your original line of thinking.
So how does that work? Do you get a certain amount of time, and then you bring it back to the group, or?
So I think that last song was like a weekly sort of thing where you had a week to put it together.
That's pretty good. We've heard of others of these things where you have like 15 minutes, you have to come back. I mean, or a half an hour. I mean, that's pressure.
Too soon.
But a week is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's another challenge that I participate in, the 5 and 5 challenge. It's Song Fancy, headed up by a wonderful woman named Sarah Spencer. And, every couple of months or so, for 5 days in a row, you have a challenge of writing a different song each day based on a different prompt.
Wow.
And I joined smack dab in the middle of the pandemic in 2020, and they've had several iterations of the challenge, and I think I've written in the last one, which was about a month ago. My day 5 marked my 50th song
Sure.
that I'd written with the challenge.
Wow.
Whoa.
And some of them end up being keepers.
Yes. I've released some of them on my streaming platforms. And they're always fun to try out at Writer in the Rounds or sessions like this.
But we all know here that you are a prolific songwriter, and they are good songs. The community in general has always said, if anybody is going to wind up writing the score for the next hit Netflix series or whatever next rom-com movie comes out, it's going to be William Nesmith.
Oh, my goodness. That high praise for sure.
I'm sure it's going to happen, too.
Everybody can learn all about William at williamnesmith.com, Nesmith.com. And William, have some questions about these videos you make. But first, how about another song, and then we'll get into that.
Sure. Okay. So this next one, I think it's pretty fitting since we're talking about song prompts, because this one is probably I always love to announce it for the crowd. This one was based off of a word prompt. You get 10 words, and you try to write a song using as many of the words as you can. So here are the 10 words that I used in the song: whipped, whirring, shaken, tall, everything, syrup, olive, laughing, counter, and apron.
Okay, my money says kinky. Who wants to bet? Anyone?
No, I'm thinking
Who's
this
got
is
a 20?
a bro country song, and you just need to throw in cut-off jeans in a pickup truck, and you've got a song.
And
All right.
you got to have an olive.
And an olive, yes.
It was the whipped, right?
Well, and the syrup.
And the
People like that. I mean,
Whip
Well,
syrup.
it's good to see where your mind goes on this, Kimberly.
So I used all 10 words in the song. It's a little ditty called Starbucks Lover, not to be confused with the misheard Taylor Swift lyric. 8:30 a.m. I'm in the place. You've got your olive green apron and a smile on your face. Get to the counter, I play it cool. When you say good morning, what can I get started for you? And when I'm hearing you say my name, I lose control. It hits me like a shot of espresso right into my soul. You're sweeter than the whipped cream.
is not the only thing I'm looking for. No, I want your caffeinated love. I want my name written on your cup. First sip, I slip, can't get enough. No, Starbucks lover. The blender's whirring, I hear the grind. I'm percolating, no debating, I've got you on my mind. So take my order, venti not tall. Give me everything I'm wanting and I'll wait for your call. Cause when I hear you say my name, I lose control. It hits me like a shot of espresso right into my soul. You're sweeter than the caramel drizzle with the syrup in the middle, and I think I want a little right now. Coffee is not the only thing I'm looking for. Oh, 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 oh. I want your caffeinated love. I want my name written on your cup. First sip, I slip, can't get enough. No, Starbucks lover. I want your caffeinated love. I want my name written on your cup. First sip, I slip, can't get enough. No, Starbucks lover. We could be laughing over lattes. We could be chatting over chai. Cause you have shaken up my cold brew, and I don't know what to do but give you all of my love. Yeah. All of my love, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. I want your caffeinated love. I want my name written on your cup. First sip, I slip, can't get enough. No, Starbucks lover. I want your caffeinated love. I want my name written on your cup. First sip, I slip, can't get enough. No, Starbucks lover.
Order up.
Thank
We
you.
were both wrong.
You're making Kim Lane feel bad because she really wants some coffee right now.
Oh no.
William, we had alluded to your website, and there are all sorts of fun things on there. And I got a real kick out of this project you did last December, Go Tell It on the Mountain. And it's just a terrific rendition.
That was
And I don't know
fantastic.
how many where did you record that, first of all, the audio?
Oh, so it's a heartbreaking story. My longtime collaborator, almost everything on my streaming platform, with Spotify and Apple Music, was produced by Connor Holcomb, aka Seven City Recording, and he had a house studio in Raleigh, and then I think he moved to sort of that border of like Raleigh and Cary. So all the stuff was recorded there, and I recorded that song "Go Tell It on the Mountain" along with all the others in his studio.
And all those different parts and voices, those are all you.
Yes.
Awesome. I don't know how you figured out all those harmonies, but it's fabulous. But then the video is something else. I think there are thousands. I looked a few days ago, maybe 5,000 views or something at least. And so who put that video, or did you do that, or how did that happen?
I did, and you can learn a lot from like watching YouTube tutorials and things. And I mean, just looking at the video, I know it looks like super intimidating, but when you just break it down into little parts, the first thing I knew I needed was a green screen. Second were like maybe all the costumes and these different characters and like, okay, who's gonna do what in which voice and all that. And so it was just a big case of like trial and error. I bought the giant green screen and then set it up and then tried to get the lights just so, and I recorded it all on my phone.
No
Oh
kidding.
my
Yes.
gosh.
Wow. I mean, the quality is tremendous.
Yeah.
And so all those are little videos, all those different parts are individual videos that you've compiled together?
Yes.
Wow. That must have taken a while.
Yes, you have to take the green screen file and then like extract the background from each thing so that you have this like rendered piece that you can then put, put in front of a colored background.
Another background, sure.
Or all the other things. And, I was learning, some colors and certain textures, they filter out better than others. Like that red wig just gave me so much trouble because, I mean, none of the costumes were like, top of the line. It was very much like budget on all the costumes. But the red wig, was just so like, I don't know, it was a weird texture, and you'd see these little grains just pop out from the frame. So I had to do
pixelation and things like that.
Yes, I had to try my best to edit it just right.
Everybody, there is no way we could describe this. You just got to go out there, just Google William Nesmith, go tell it on the mountain, and you will have a fun time.
Nesmith, Nesmith, William. You know how to spell William. Go tell it on the mountain. And is that? Do you have a link to that on WilliamNesmith.com?
I do. Yes, there's definitely a link
Easy
to my
peasy.
YouTube. Yes.
I'm at your website right now, and his website is actually great because it's very clean, and it helps you see a couple of things. One, you are busy. You had gone on this quest to become a full-time working musician, and boy, howdy have you. You are very busy. We want to talk about that after you play your next song, because we hear a lot of people with big feelings about that, like getting booked, not getting booked. And we want you to talk about that after you play your next song, like how you did it and what you'd recommend for other people.
Absolutely.
Got
Love
some
to.
for us?
Yes. Okay. I feel like a broken record at this point. Prompt. But this song, again, was inspired by a prompt, and it was, what is your definition of happiness? And, I could take that at like face value and try to answer that question, but I always love when I can take a prompt and sort of flip it on its side. So this is called The Definition of Happiness, but it's actually a sad song.
Appropriate.
Holding your hand in mine, hit me like pure sunshine. When you're by my side, a permanent smile, I'm wearing it all the time. Swear you could read my mind, moments away from crying. You tell a bad joke and let me have hope that everything would be fine. I can't deny, I kinda liked who I was when I was with you. Now you've gone away, and I'd be lying to say I'm doing okay. I'm feeling like I'm living in a world that's upside down. I'm lonely, but I don't want anybody else around. I can't fight myself from feeling blue when the definition of happiness is you. The sun is a different hue, the sky isn't quite as blue. I try to get through, but all that I do is think about you, and I can't shake it off. I have lost what I might never find again. Now my smile is gone, this solemn look on my face is left in its place. I'm feeling like I'm living in a world that's upside down. I'm lonely, but I don't want anybody else around. I can't find myself from feeling blue when the definition of happiness and the reason why I feel like this, I'm broken down and definition of happiness is you.
And that, friends, is why William Nesmith stays busy, because already in
Amen.
this first half hour, we've heard such a variety of truly entertaining songs. Like if you're playing in a bar or a restaurant, I'm going to stop my conversation and I'm going to listen to you. And then you modulate it with songs that I can talk to my friend and just enjoy the background music. So a lot of people have big feelings about gigs. I'm not getting booked. Why can't I be a working musician? And I get that. It's hard. How have you been able to make this happen successfully? Because it seems like you have.
So, I mean, I feel like it's several parts. I know when I first got started, people like venues weren't calling me to
Right.
schedule things. So I used a Trello board. And it's
What is that?
This wonderful project management tool. Usually, it has these columns and note cards, and the note card will have a task on it, and then you move it from the to do column to the in progress and all this other stuff. So I just made giant columns of all of these different venues that I'd heard of. I got their phone number, I got their email, and every time I would set like office hours for myself between 12 and 2 or between whenever. I would leave voicemails, I would send emails, I would call people or message them on social media, and just make sure that I was following up as best I could. And I just think that the more places that you book, I found that there's this just strong like community of like word of mouth.
Yep.
You never know what owner or friend of an owner just happens to see you at this show, and they're like, oh yeah, my friend has a winery, my friend has a brewery, and we put you in touch with them. So now I'm at the point where most venues call me. And that's a really nice blessing. Another part of it is just the music that makes your soul happy to perform is not always the music that a crowd might want to hear.
Yep.
And so that could be a reason why, people aren't necessarily getting booked, because they want that listening room experience.
Yep.
Or that, singer-songwriter experience. And for most breweries and bars, covers are just going to be what more people respond to.
Yeah.
But it is nice, you can use covers to sort of get your foot in the door, and then once they've got your attention, hit them with a original or two.
Right. So you're not compromising your integrity. You're using it as a tool to get your music out there.
Yes. But I will say, my preferred genre is pop, and that's not everyone.
Clearly.
Some people, if they listen to top 40, like they just want to set themselves on fire. No, I'm indie. But so I really gravitate toward those like, super melodic hooks and catchy phrases and things that, keep my ear hooked. And so I think that spills out into the types of songs that I write. And so, I might be able to get through with an original that's like hooky enough where people might mistake it for a top 40 song.
Oh, I think people could do that easily. Your music is wonderfully pop and fits in wonderfully with all of that stuff. And we're super excited that you came and joined us here in our radio studio, because we don't pay as much as the vineyards and the breweries out there where all those venue owners are contacting you to come play for them. So thank you.
But thank you. I mean, the one thing that you all give to me is that, you're asking questions. You want to know the stories behind the songs, and you're really listening. In a lot of places that I play, and I mean,
can I get another beer?
Exactly. You're competing with people that didn't know that you were coming.
Yep.
And you're trying to entertain them, and you can't please everyone.
Yeah.
But it's always just so wonderful to plop myself down and play songs that I'm really proud of, for an audience of people that is excited to listen.
Well,
We
everybody,
are.
don't go away, because we have another 30 minutes of William Nesmith. But we want to, in case you wonder who we are Past the Hat, and we are WHUP LP Hillsborough. We are so fortunate to have an hour 2 sponsor, Bob. Tell us about that.
Yes, we are. Support for the second hour of Pass the Hat is sweetly brought to you by Matthews Chocolates, 104 North Churton Street, Hillsborough, North Carolina, the finest in chocolate and chocolate accessories for all of your chocolate needs. And let's face it, we all have chocolate needs. Y'all get down to Matthews. He was up till 6 a.m. this morning making a wonderful batch of gelato because he is also the gelato king of Hillsborough, and it is the best gelato you've ever had. And it's going to be like a bazillion degrees in downtown Hillsborough tomorrow. Stop by and get yourself some gelato. And if you happen to have a nut allergy, Matthew will make you a special box of chocolate that has no nuts in it at all, as he has not yet done for William, but he will by the end of the evening. Thank you very much, Matthew, and thank you, William.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody, all of our shows here at WHUP over the last 8 years have been recorded, the audio, by our wonderful IT staff and are archived on WHUPFM.org. You want to find all of our 1,000 or so shows, just click on shows, scroll down to Pass the Hat. There we are. But that's not all, because we are multimedia, and for the last 3 years, Bob has been videotaping and streaming and archiving so that we have the full media experience. Tonight's show, Bob, is doing that, streaming live. How do people find it?
At Whoop Pass the Hat, at WHUP Pass the Hat, on your favorite streaming services, and your favorite streaming services are YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. YouTube and Facebook keep those videos forever, so you can go out there and watch live right now, or you can wait to watch pseudo live tomorrow, the next day, or anytime in the future. And you can see all of our old videos out there for the past several years. Twitch keeps them for 2 weeks. They keep them a little bit fresher, but still, it's all out there, all live right now.
And you can see William Nesmith is a big
He's right there.
Katy Perry fan. Yeah.
They can see me down the street with this shirt on.
I mean, honestly, but who is not a Katy Perry fan?
Right.
William, we want to get as much music in as we can, so what do you have for us next?
All right, so let me see. Keeping on this happy theme, well, about happy songs that are not happy, this is called Happy Now. Guess what? It's not happy.
Uh-oh.
Over and over, a save as draft. Cause once it's out there, I can't go back. I've said too much and there's still so much to say. And I've been working to make this right, but it's getting harder to stay and fight. When the more I'm trying, the more I want to scream. I'm not happy now. I'm not happy now. And I can't bring a smile to my face anymore. We used to be love is a war. I'm not happy now. It didn't work out the way we planned. Maybe you're trying the best you can, but you promised something that we'll never get to be. I think a part of me's always known we never rise to my highest hopes. You're not my savior, and I've got to rescue me. I'm not happy now. I'm not happy now. And I can't bring a smile to my face anymore. We used to be love is a war. I'm not happy now. I can't
William Nesmith, do you play well with others? I ask you that because I think every time I've seen you play, it's been you alone at a keyboard and wowing the audience. But I'm wondering if you've ever considered having other people on stage with you.
So my good friend Lauren Light, sync mastermind, who's gotten it must be like hundreds of placements at this point, who was really there at the beginning of this weird journey to full-time musician, has called me several times to duet with her on several things. So she's been a long time collaborator. In fact, we put out a remix of my debut single "Just Love" with a version of her vocals in it.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun.
I'm looking forward to hearing that.
And yeah, I like to believe that I play well with others. I mean, I'm a sucker for some good harmonies, and
That's what I was thinking. Like the Ray Charles had the Raylettes. You could have three singers behind you providing harmony, and it would just add so much breadth and depth. It'd be awesome.
absolutely, I would love that.
Tell us about your voice. You have really, really good vocal control. And I'm also noticing, and I'm not on the headphones tonight, Bob is on the board, but I'm noticing you have good mic control.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's great. I was nervous. I didn't want to blow it out.
No, I'm not great at that, I have to say. And I really watch people like you to say, oh, that's what I should be doing. Are you trained vocally? Did you train yourself? Because when you go into falsetto, you do it really skillfully. That is something not everyone can do.
Oh, wow. Well, I think it's just, again, like trial and error. A lot of times in the shows that I'm playing, they'll have a monitor up there on the stage. And, it's just, I think just show after show of, being able to hear yourself and learning what works and what doesn't work in that regard. So I hope that I'm getting it right most of the time.
It's working so far.
I think so.
Well, was there choir in your background or anything like that?
Oh, I am such a choir nerd. My high school choir director taught us solfege. And so that's how we would sight read music and stuff. And it is ingrained in my, what's the Miley song? So, la, do, mi, do, la, mi, re, mi, fa. Re, do, la, mi, re, mi. Mi, re, do, mi, fa. Or, fa, mi, re, fa, mi. Fa, mi, fa, so, la, so, mi, re, do. Fa, mi, re, do, so, ti, do. Fa, mi.
That's got to that's got to just totally take your entire being, your entire self to be able to do that. That's nothing I could do.
That choir director must have passed out when you came in for your audition. I've been looking for this kid my whole life.
Yep.
But I mean, I didn't know solfege before high school, and it just was amazing. And then this was the era before. I mean, sure, there were little tape recorders, but they probably had rules against taking them to school. So when I would write songs, I would write the solfege on top of the lyrics, so I would remember the melody.
Cool. Well, how about another one right now?
Okay, let's see. How am I? Yeah. Okay. Here's a nice. It was inspired by a prompt. I think it was technically called a gift prompt, like give a song to a childhood friend, and this was my childhood best friend, or sort of that story. And it's sad, like people grow up and move on and things, and it's just sort of looking back on those good times. This is called Wesley. I still remember when we met in second grade. The teacher told me, help the new kid find his way. You said hello and we were laughing almost instantly. We were inseparable and stuck with Elmer's glue. SpongeBob and Patrick had nothing of me and you. Pink was your favorite color. I kinda liked pink too. Wesley, can you tell me how the best of friends can drift away? Wesley, can you help me? All I've got
got are 7 years of faded memories. We never noticed that we broke unspoken rules. All of the kids were just so curious and cruel. We were some misfits, but nobody fit me quite like you. Ooh. We walked along the fence at a recess every day. You wrote short stories, I like rhyme and poetry. Enchanted crystals in our magic land of make-believe. Wesley, can you tell me how the best of friends can drift away? Wesley, can you help me? All I've got are 7 years of faded memories. I went to public high school, you moved away. I got to see you on a trip to NYC. We tried to write and call, but I think we felt the change. You're not on social, so I only see the clips. Degree in English lit and Catholic activist. I wish you'd call me up and tell me all I've missed. Wesley, can you tell me how the best of friends can drift away? Wesley, don't forget me. All I've got are 7 years of faded memories. All I've got are 7 years of faded memories.
William Nesmith live here in the studio. William, you have performed now for us 5, 6, 7 songs, maybe a million, maybe 3. There have lots of words in them, and you have nothing but a phone in front of you. Do you have most of these lyrics memorized?
Yes.
What is wrong with you?
Well, I mean, I think if you've got that emotional connection, and Lord knows I've gone through like tons of like alternate lyrics to get, to that heart of it. So I'd like to, once it kind of gets in your spirit and your soul, it's, easier to remember. And I'm not going to say easy, but easier to have.
Yeah, but you have nailed it so far. So I was going with either you have them all really well memorized, which was going to blow my mind, or you had amazing eyesight to see that phone that far away from you.
I did have the lyrics to Wesley up here, yeah.
If we could follow up on that thought just a little bit. So it's so your songwriting process, they don't just come out fully formed all at once. There's some sort of path you go down?
Oh, yeah, for sure. If it's like, between the prompt song or just, having a natural song from whatever's going on in my life, you get this phrase and it feels like you just sort of pick at it like a scab or maybe a wall. And you just keep hammering these different things around it until the wall breaks down or the scab expands to a full song. Has anyone ever compared a songwriting to picking a scab?
Not before now.
Not yet. So you own that one.
Dinner tonight.
And so, but you know when it's there.
Oh, yeah. And I think, you try to ask your questions, like put yourself in the mind of the singer or the speaker of the song. What questions are they asking? The whole senses thing. You might go down a path of like helping to describe the scene by what they're seeing, what they're hearing, what they're feeling. Where are they when they're singing this? Are they in a car? Are they, in bed? I feel like I write a lot of songs from the perspective of someone just sort of sitting up in bed and, looking up at the ceiling and thinking about something from the past.
Yep.
Well, we have a nice amount of time left, probably for around 3 more songs. So if you'd move us forward, we'd appreciate it.
All right. So, we talked about my full-time job. It is a living, and I am a full-time musician for better or worse. That's the good intro for this one. This is called Musician's Lament. Well, hello, ma'am. How are you? Looks like you're feeling fine. I don't know if you noticed, but you've spilled your glass of wine on me. Yes, ma'am, I know that artist, but I've never heard that tune. Believe me, I'm so sorry I can't play that song for you. Well, hello, sir. Good evening. This might just blow your mind, but I can't talk to you and sing this song at the same time. Crazy, right? If you would wait one chorus, I'll look up what you said and try to play the random song that popped into your head. I know a little Elton, a little Billy Joe, a whole lot of Motown and old town rock and roll. I'm wearing party glasses for every song I sing. Why don't you sit back down, please, and let me do my thing? No? Well, I thought I'd ask. I'm trying to ignore you, but that only makes it worse. You're showing me your phone screen with a song you've Google searched. Here it is. And when I play it next up, you're laughing with your friends. No money in my tip jar, you're not even listening. And hey, repeat offender, looks like I'll never win. I've played your last 3 song requests, yet here you are again. Oh, you know it. I'm sorry, I don't know that one. I guess I'm 3 for 4, but don't look so disappointed. Pick your mouth up off the floor. I'm doing every genre. I'm doing old and new. I'm singing in a high voice,
and then a low one too.
I'm just a one-man band here, and everything is live. I think it's settled that you will never be satisfied. My name is not Alexa. I'm made of skin and bone. And if you can't accept that, you are welcome to go home. Just kidding. Now I know that I can't say all that, but it's how I feel inside. So sorry, I'm so sorry, I won't play that song tonight. So screw you, I'm not sorry, I won't play that song tonight. And I won't learn it when I go home either. Good night, everybody, and you!
Well, there goes my wagon wheel request, followed by Freebird.
Freebird.
And then Piano Man, of course.
So mad.
So you get a few requests, huh? And are there still piano bars? Because there need to still be piano bars.
Oh, man, that would be great. People ask me all the time. There's a great, he's on my playlist for later, Wake Moody.
Oh, Gabriel, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, amazing musician, like through and through. And people ask me all the time, when are you going to do some like dueling pianos? And I'm like, I would love to do a dueling pianos with Gabe.
Did you do that with Junkman Jack?
Oh,
Jack
so
Gorham?
what is? I'm trying to think of the name of the. Is it Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh was a place.
The Bynum
Bynum,
front porch.
yeah, Bynum front
Yep.
porch, yeah. We had this running show with the 3 Keys guys. So Tim Smith, Jack Gorham, and myself, and I think we played 2 or 3 shows, or 3 or 4 shows together, as like a 3 Keys billing thing, and it's so much fun.
Sounds like a real boring night.
Yeah, no fun at all.
Yeah, those 3 on stage, yeah, they're so low key.
Have you ever been asked to do, because you were singing that, and I would be the idiot, but I would put money in your tip jar who'd be like, when Bill Murray does Star Wars, that would be fun. I would throw
Nothing but
$10 in there.
Star Wars.
That's so funny. From the old, have you seen that, the old SNL skit?
No, but now it's
Now
the
you
first
have
thing I
something to
see.
Go
look
look
up.
it up.
Yes.
He did this character that was a lounge singer. And if you ever had an opportunity to play that up, it would be so hilarious to just break into that and then just go into a song. It's so funny.
And also, y'all, when you request a song, you put money in the tip jar.
Yeah.
That's how it works. You
Yes.
don't put money in the tip jar, you don't get a song played.
If you just put $1, it's only like the first
Yeah.
line of the
Yep.
song.
That's
You've got
when,
to
that's
put
when you get
significant
free
money.
bird.
Okay, William, we would love for you to play us another song, and Kirk is putting a 20 in the tip jar right now.
It's
So-
Canadian money, but
I'm playing this next one in spite of this lovely bourbon next to me.
Which you are welcome to avail yourselves of.
Oh, yes, yes. This is a song about how I used to spend my Friday nights. It's not as exciting as you might think. It was just a boring and ordinary Friday night. Eating my feelings till I feel alright. My sweatpants on, I got my own invite to a private pity party one tonight. Aw, ain't got no friends, ain't got no evening plans. Ain't got no beer inside these empty cans. Open the freezer just to get my hands around a bottle of Jose. And though I'm feeling lonely, I keep on sipping tequila all night long. Yeah. I'ma repeat until the drink is gone. I'm getting weaker cause this drink is strong. I'll be sipping tequila. Yeah. Sipping tequila all night long. Yeah. I'ma repeat until the drink is gone. I'm getting weaker cause this drink is strong. I'll be sipping tequila. Hey. I'm keeping busy while I'm on my own. Half watching TV while I'm on my phone. Shots of tequila would be too hardcore, cause if I started taking shots, I'd be on the floor. So I'm just sipping and I'm feeling buzzed. Not really drunk yet, but I wish I was. Kinda wanna sing, kinda wanna fall in love, because I'm painfully single, but I don't like to mingle. So I'll keep sipping tequila all night long. Yeah. I'ma repeat until the drink is gone. I'm getting weaker cause this drink is strong. I'll be sipping tequila. Yeah. Sipping tequila all night long. Yeah. I'ma repeat until the drink is gone. Getting weaker cause this drink is strong. I'll be sipping tequila. And I'll be sipping it, sipping it, sipping it. I got my dipping, I'm dipping it, chipping it. I'm getting faded and making it in a van. If I'm only one, I'll make lonely fun. If I'm only one, I'll make lonely fun. Oh, sipping tequila all night long, yeah. I'ma repeat until the drink is gone, yeah. I'm getting weaker cause this drink is strong. I'll be sipping tequila, sipping tequila, hey, sipping tequila all night long. I'ma repeat until the drink is gone. I'm getting weaker cause this drink is strong. I'll be sipping tequila. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I'll be sipping tequila, sipping tequila, hey. La 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 la. Yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. I'll be sipping tequila all night long. Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
Thank you, thank you.
William Nesmith live here on Pass the Hat. William, we've got time for another song, but before we start that next song, we talked very briefly about you getting your first keyboard, your Yamaha keyboard, and then a little bit later we heard about you writing songs in school and bringing them home in notation because you didn't have a tape recorder. But somewhere in between there happened an idea that you could write songs, that it was okay to write songs, that writing songs was something that was okay. How did that happen? And then, of course, the segue into your last song is what led to the writing of that song?
So I think the turning point was really my choir's senior recital. Every year in addition to singing like all the big songs from the different choirs that we had at the school, in the in-between fillers, you'd have the seniors that would audition to sing a song by themselves. They'd have a senior solo. And so usually they would do like, popular covers and, things about graduation and saying goodbye. And I don't know, I think maybe my sophomore or junior year, I got this thing to like, I can probably try to write it myself. And I went through like 4 or 5 drafts. I would say like, I really started songwriting in high school. And 4 or 5, I think this was like, take number, or song idea number 6. And I, auditioned for the choir director because, not everyone, there were more seniors than there was time available. So there was like an audition process. And, I performed the song and I stopped. And the director just kind of froze. And I was like, well, that's it. He was like, that moved me.
Oh, right.
And
That's a good response, right?
And he put me at like the very best billing, like right before the big choir sang the last couple of numbers in the whole concert. And so, I was sort of positioned in front of the curtain while the big choir was assembling behind the curtain. And so I played this song. And when I walked backstage, like everyone was like bawling and in tears.
Aww.
And it was just this amazing moment that like I can take what I'm feeling and put it to words and music and like connect with other people in like this major way. And I mean, just everyone was just bawling. And I mean, it was a very emotional moment the last time a lot of us were going to get to sing together.
Sure.
But I want to believe that my song was just that icing on the emotional cake.
That is a great opening foray into writing songs and becoming a professional musician.
Yes.
How about this last song?
All right, this is Hope I See You Smile. It's another prompt tune, and I think the original prompt was, what's the first thing that people see about you? And I want to believe that it's like, my smile or like,
Yes,
cheery
nailed it.
disposition. But for the life of me, like, this was in the latest 5 and 5 challenge. I usually give myself, an hour or two to like, try to put an idea together, and then I'll go and run some errands and then come back to it. But in that time that I'd allotted for myself, I could not, get anything going in terms of melody and chords. And so I was just so frustrated. And so I went for a run, and I had to stop in the middle of the run because it was still just nagging on me. And then I had a co-writing session that day, and then I had a performance that night. And so I was just so frustrated about just like having that breakthrough. But I think in that co-write, being able to switch gears allowed me to just relax about the whole thing. And, when I was driving up and unloading my gear to the evening gig, the idea for the song just sort of came to me. And it was like, the sentiment is like, you might catch me, at a bad time in my life, or like a bad time or in a day. But I hope that I see you smile, or I hope that you see me smile. And, the same goes to you, whether I catch you on a bad day, like it's all good vibes, and, hope to see you smile. You might see me yell, you might see me cry, might see me at a low point in my life, might see me when I've lost my mind, but I hope you see me smile. You might see me blue, you might see me red, you might see a stressed out, nervous wreck, might see me when there's nothing left, but I hope you see me smile. I hope you see me with party lips and pearly whites, laughing loud and living life. You might catch me slipping every once in a while, but I hope you see me smile. I might see you scream, I might see you quit, you might say you've had enough of it, I might see you lose your but I hope I see you smile. I hope I see you. I might see you mad, I might see you down, maybe I could turn you back around, but even if you keep that frown, I hope I can see you smile. I hope I see you with party lips and pearly whites, laughing loud and living life. I might find you lonely every once in a while, but I hope I see you smile. I might catch you on a real bad day, I might see you when you're really not okay, I might find you with a sad face,
but I hope it fades. I hope I see you laugh, hope I see you love, hope I hear you never giving up, hoping for all the above, and I hope I see you smile, I hope I see you, I hope I see you smile, I hope I see you, I hope I see you smile.
Good timing. Whew. Y'all have been listening to William Nesmith. When are you playing next?
Tomorrow. Somewhere. But you can find out on williamnesmith.com.
All right, if you'll wave goodbye to the camera, we're going to turn off the live stream, but don't go away. You're now going to tune in at TuneIn, the app, or you can go to WHUPFM.org and listen live. Either one of those. You can continue listening to William Nesmith's playlist, in which he is going to be our guest DJ for the songs he is listening to and loving right now.
That's right. Live stream ends now. Y'all join us on WHUPFM.org or on the TuneIn app and hear the rest of the music.